Hello everyone, welcome to the Financial Information channel. My name is Marvin. In this video I'm going to mention the top 5 stocks that I'll be watching during November. And the reason why I'm going to start doing these videos is because a lot of people have requested to do videos for that specific month. Now keep in mind that you still have to do a lot of research and you have to make a decision on your own to see if you want to invest or if you want to trade the stock. And we can begin with the video. Now the first stock is gonna be Tesla. Now for Tesla I was a little bit confused because I didn't know when they were going to report earnings, and the company will report earnings November 1st. And as you know, Tesla is very volatile and it has an insane valuation. Now let's take a look at some of the news. And in the news, Tesla said that it fired 100 workers. It only manufactured only 260 Tesla Model 3. The number that they were projecting was 1500 during the month of September. And even with those type of news, the stock continued moving up. Now, one analyst said that Tesla is gonna dominate in China. And as you know, Tesla has a huge plan, and if it's able to execute the plan around the world, that company shares are gonna move up quite a huge amount. And as you see in the screen, the company shares have moved up 3 times the same day the company reported earnings. In the long term, the company shares have moved up regardless of the earnings. Well, now let's take a look at the technical analysis, which is the most important thing for the short term and intermediate term. Now as you can see in the screen, the RSI is a little bit bearish around 43. It has a resistance level around 369. It has 2 resistance levels. The first one is around the 370 and the second one around the 389. And it has 2 supports. The first one around the 346 and the second one around the 320. And the volume has been even during the last few days. But the good thing is the company has been consolidating during the last few days, and that might mean that the company is going to be ready to move up. Now I wouldn't expect a lot during the earnings. However, the most important thing is going to be the guidance, to see what type of guidance they're going to have for the last quarter of this year and in addition for 2018. And as crazy as this sounds, the company share price might be around the $400 per share by the end of 2017. And in my opinion, the company might continue moving up before reporting earnings and after reporting earnings. And remember, do not trade the stock around the earnings. That is near impossible to figure out. Now let's go to the next company, and that company is going to be Facebook. Now during Facebook, it's a very simple stock to figure out. First, we have an article that it says that the ads are a little bit more profitable for Facebook and Instagram. In the news, it said that the Facebook ad increased 29% over the previous quarter, and the Instagram ad went up around 23% over the last quarter. And remember that Facebook report earnings on November 1st, and I think the company is gonna do fine during earnings. By the way, during the same day, they have a scheduled hearing with Congress. That is on the allegation that Russia bought a lot of ads, so it could affect the presidential election. Now we could face a similar situation that Facebook had last November when the company dropped a huge amount. Now let's take a look at the earnings to see what happened during November. And during November of last year, and as you see in the screen, the company actually beat the EPS and beat the revenue, but the company shares moved down. The company shares moved down over 7%, and even though the company shares moved down during the next few days, the company was able to turn around, and that began the Facebook run that we have had during the last 11 months. But now let's take a quick look at the technical analysis to see how the company might move up. And in the technical analysis, you can see that the RSI is around the 59, which is actually really good. They have a resistance level around the 175, and at this moment we are almost at that price. It has a support level around the 170 and another support around the 165. And the last time that this company reported earnings, the company shares moved up over 5.5%. And the volume has been really good during the last few weeks. Now the only thing that I don't like is that at this moment it's almost at the resistance level. If it breaks the resistance level and if it holds during the next 10 days, then that might mean that the company shares might not move as much after reporting earnings. And even if it reports amazing numbers, the company might move down quite a bit after the earnings. Keep in mind that a good pullback for the company shares might represent an opportunity to at least give the company a chance. Now for the next company is gonna be Qualcomm, and Qualcomm has been moving down during the last few weeks. It is still in a legal battle with Apple, and I think that case is gonna probably be settled out of the court. What I'm interested is to see if they're able to acquire NXP Semiconductors. They mentioned that they are still interested in acquiring that company, and NXP Semiconductor is a good stock. I think they were trying to pay around 110 per share. What I'm most interested is that the stock chart is showing signs that it's having a cup handle, and the cup handle pattern means that the company shares are going to move up quite a bit during the next few days. Now I'm going to show you a picture of the cup and handle pattern so you can get an idea how it works. And as you can see in the screen, it has a circular pattern, and during the handle pattern, the company might stay flat or might move down a bit. And after moving down a bit, the company is gonna reverse and start heading higher. But now let's take a look at Qualcomm during August to October. And as you can see, from August 15 to October 11, those points represents basically the same value. That would be the cap design. And during the next few days, the company has started to move down. But the most important thing is, as soon as the company starts reversing, you need a huge volume so it can break the resistance level and set new highs. But now let's take a look at the Qualcomm technical analysis. And as you can see in the screen, the RSI is around 46, which is actually at a good level. The resistance is around the 54 price, and it has a support around the $52 price and another support around the $50 price. And as you see, the volume has been picking up, even though that it has been negative. During the next few days is going to be critical. One catalyst that can bring the pricing to higher levels is going to be the earnings. And the next company that I'm going to watch in November is going to be Activision Blizzard. Now the company released a new game called Destiny 2. It had a report that the physical discs were not selling as well in the new game. Now I've been keeping track of that game to see how the reaction from the players. Now there was a report saying that the game had around 3.5 million users in the new game during September. However, in October it has lost a lot of players. But one thing that is going to help this game is that the game is going to be released for personal computers on October 24th. Until the Destiny 2 is only for the short term. What I'm interested is to get more news about the esports. And esports are huge in Asia. And as you see in the screen, the Olympic Council said that it's going to give a medal for esports in 2022, and that means that esports is going to be recognized as a esports in 2022 in the Asian Games. That is some good news about the esports. Now let's take a look at the technical analysis for this company. And as you can see, the RSI is around the 50, which is at the perfect level. It has the first resistance around the 64 and the second resistance around the 66, and it has a support around the 61 and another support around the 58. And the volume is starting to turn positive, and this company has been consolidating since July. I think it's time to head higher. And Activision Blizzard will report earnings on November 1st, and I think it's time to break that resistance level and start heading higher. And if it doesn't, we're gonna see the range between the 61 to 64 price during the next few months. And the last company that I'm gonna watch during November, because I have shares, is gonna be Alibaba. Now Alibaba will report earnings on November 2nd, and it is going to have really good earnings in my opinion. Keep in mind that the Singles Day is gonna be on November 11th. The company usually have record sales during that day. So you can get an idea how it compares to Black Friday and Cyber Monday. I'm gonna show you the following chart. Now this chart is from 2015. However, the numbers haven't changed that much in 2016. And as you can see, Cyber Monday and Black Friday only generated about 6 billions in 2015, and the Singles Day generated over 14 billions. So it generated about 3 times about what Cyber Monday and Black Friday had combined. One thing to keep in mind is that JD and Walmart are gonna combine membership systems, and JD is gonna utilize the Walmart inventory so it can fulfill customer orders. But now let's take a quick look at the technical analysis, and this technical chart is very simple. And as you can see, the RSI is around the 51, which is almost perfect, and there is a resistance around the 185, and it has the first support level around the 170. And if Alibaba reports bad earnings, and drops around the $155 price, it is going to provide an amazing value for these company shares. And the volume has been okay. And as you can see, the company shares have been setting new highs every month, and it has been setting new low ends during the last 5 months. And in my opinion, this company was taking a break during the last few weeks. I think it's gonna continue setting new highs during November. I would love to see the share price around the $200 per share before the end of 2017. We will see if that becomes a reality. And well, that's gonna be everything for the video. Please leave in the comment section below and let me know what company are you watching during November. And for me, those are the 5 companies, because I think those are huge companies that tend to move the rest of the stock market. The other huge companies have reported earnings at the end of October. And remember, you can subscribe to the Financial Information channel. I'm going to continue bringing videos about the stock market, personal finance, and how to make money online. I'm going to thank you once again for watching the video. Have an excellent day and take care, my friends.